Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This video I do twice a year. It is my Barnes & Noble Criterion haul. Barnes & Noble does a 50% off sale, all their Criterion titles, every July and I believe every November. So this month of July I went ahead and I went to my local Barnes & Noble and I picked up a few titles. I have 10 here in total. 8 of them I got from Barnes & Noble, and the other 2 I actually got from a secondhand store that was nearby. So I'll show off all 10 of these. I think I'm going to start with the Blu-rays and then get into the 4Ks. So follow along in my video, and in the comments, go ahead and let me know if you've seen any of these films and what your thoughts are on the ones that you have seen. And also, if you went and partook in this sale, let me know what you picked up in the comments below. I love to talk to you guys about these kinds of things. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First off, I have 2 Blu-rays here that I picked up from my local, thrift store, local secondhand movie store. These are both 10 bucks a piece, so fairly cheap for Criterion movies. The first one here is a movie I've actually never heard of, but it's directed by the guy who did the new Halloween trilogy, David Gordon Green. And this film is called George Washington. It looks to be about some kids in America that are going through a tough time here, rural South America. So, like I said, I've never heard of this, but I enjoy the director's work, so I'll check this one out. Next up, also for 10 bucks from that secondhand store, we have a Stanley Kubrick film in Paths of Glory. This is a Kubrick film that I've never seen, but if somebody asks me who's your top 3 directors, I always put Kubrick in that list. So I'm on a journey to watch his entire filmography. I've heard great things about this one. So if you've seen this Kubrick film, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Alright, next up we're going to get into the Blu-rays that I picked up from this half-off sale. We have 4 here. So to get started, first off we have Trainspotting. This is from Danny Boyle, the guy who made the 28 Days and 28 Years Later films. I do really enjoy those zombie films, and I've heard this is his best work to date, so I'm very excited to check this one out. They did have the 4K there, but I'm not a fan of that 4K packaging, how it's like a square piece of cardboard. It doesn't look right on your shelf, so I went ahead and went for the Blu-ray. It's still a Blu-ray, it's still good quality, and it's still from Criterion, so I'm happy to own this one. Next up, another Blu-ray, we have Bottle Rocket, the first film from Wes Anderson. Again, top 3 favorite directors. I gotta throw Wes Anderson in there. And this is his first movie and one that I've never seen yet. So I'm excited to check it out. I heard it doesn't really feel like a Wes Anderson movie. It feels, very different from the style that he's adapted and that he's become known for. But that's interesting to me, so I'm excited to watch it. Alright, and another Blu-ray from another director who I love, and that is Rick Linklater's Slacker. I've never seen this one, but 2 of my top 10 movies of all time are School of Rock and Dazed and Confused. You know that if you've seen this channel, and so I'm very excited to check this one out. Me and my whole family want to watch this one together because we all are big fans of Linklater's work, so this one is very exciting to me. Let me know below if this, lives up to his other films he's made. And the last Blu-ray I picked up is Pink Flamingos by John Waters. Every time I go to these sales, I see this garbage bag cover that they have on this film, and it always catches my eye. And I've heard that John Waters makes very weird but very fun and interesting films. So, I've always heard Pink Flamingos is one of his best, so this will be my introduction to John Waters. If you guys, have watched his films, let me know in the comments below what your favorites are. And now we're going to move into my 4Ks. I picked up 4 4Ks at this sale for half off, so 25 bucks a piece. And we're going to get started here with, take it from the bottom of the pile. We have Anora, last year's Best Picture winner. This is the beautiful digipack that it comes in. I was really excited to get this one. Like I said, I don't really care if it's 4K or Blu-ray. Sometimes I'll opt for the Blu-ray, but I just thought this digipack was pretty cool, and I've heard the 4K transfer is awesome, so I'm excited to rewatch this one since the only time I've seen it was in theaters last year. Another one in 4K from Criterion, we have Drugstore Cowboy by Gus Van Sant. I have never seen another film by Gus Van Sant besides Good Will Hunting, but Good Will Hunting is like my 1A, 1B favorite film of all time, so super stoked to watch this one. I actually haven't heard anything about it. It was a blind buy by me. I just thought the cover caught my eye, and then I saw Gus Van Sant and I went for it. But my dad actually said he's heard of this movie and it's a very interesting film, so excited to check this one out. Up next, the #1 film I wanted from this Criterion sale because I'm a huge Godzilla fan, we have Godzilla vs. Biollante. I was so excited when this movie came out on 4K for Criterion because, you know, besides the original film and that box set that I cannot afford, this is the second movie only to come out on Criterion for Godzilla. I'm super excited about that, and I'm hoping more of the Heisei era will come out on Criterion, maybe like vs. Destroya or 1985, you know, Return of Godzilla. So we'll see if those ever make it there. And last, but definitely not least, a movie by Bruce Robinson, another blind buy, but I've heard that it's a very, you know, well-made and interesting film, so I had to check it out. We have Whitnell and I. I've seen a couple posters that's like the most out there movies you must watch before you die, movies that, you know, change your perspective on things, and I feel like this one's always on those lists, but I've never checked it out, and I finally have the chance to now, so I'm excited to get around to this one. And, you know, if you guys have seen this movie, let me know in the comments below what you think of it. And real quick, I did realize while filming that I forgot to give you guys the spine numbers. I know a lot of people like to see that during these types of videos, so I'm going to rattle those off for you real quick. Whitnell and I is spine number 119. Godzilla Biollante is 1254. Drugstore Cowboy is 1251. Anora is 1259, so a lot of 1250s, a lot of brand new Criterion films here. Pink Flamingos, 1131. Slacker, 247, an older one. Bottle Rocket, 450. Train Spotting is 1204. Paths of Glory, we have at 538. And George Washington, film 152. So another older one from the Criterion collection. So everyone, that is my haul for this month of July for the Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble. Once again, let me know in the comments below what you think of these films, if you've seen them, and your quick little review on them. No spoilers, please, because I haven't seen most of them. And also, let me know what you may have picked up this month at your local Criterion sale. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I love talking to you guys about these films. I love getting these Criterion films for my collection, so super stoked about this. Thank you all once again, and good day.